What's up, family? This is Gina Ifoe, the one and only African superstar. How you guys doing today? Good. Today, I got an unpopular opinions live that I want to talk about. I think that it's very imperative because the day and age that we're in, I keep seeing it happen over and over and over again, which is these cry for help, these ultimatums, these tests that people are trying to minister to ascertain whether or not other people care about them or other people would intervene and everything like that. Recently, there was a very popular Nigerian couple that's on social media. And basically, they got into an argument, and the woman told the husband that she was going to set herself on fire or start a fire or something like that. And the husband didn't stop her, and as a result she died in the fire. There's obviously different theories. He pushed her in the fire, or all these kind of stories, but basically people trying to test and then finding out. So I want to talk about, don't wait on anyone to save you, save yourself. Now, if for instance let's use a fire as an example. Okay. If you realize that your house was catching on fire, you heard the fire alarms, you smelled the smoke, you saw some flames, and you sat there and you thought to yourself, okay, the fire company, the fire brigade is on the way, the fire trucks are coming, help's on the way, the ambulance is going to be on the way. I'm just going to stay in my house until they get here. Okay. We would think that that's a very unwise decision to make. We would say, Gina, why wouldn't you get out the house immediately? You recognize that you're in a fire, or the house is whatever, you can't get the situation under control. Many times that's what we do in life in general. We wait for the crowd, we wait for our family, we wait for a consensus, we wait for validation. you know we have the answers, we have solutions, we can come up with solutions, but instead of doing that, we want to wait on something or someone. This is, in my opinion, a really big problem in our community. It's is religion. Religion has become a huge crutch that our people sit on and lie on and spend so much of their time investing into, hoping that it's all going to work out in the end, hoping that someone's going to intervene, hoping that the solutions will come if they pray enough or invest enough, tithes and offering into the church. What I want to tell you, and the words that I actually live by, is save yourself. You know, I've been living with this particular ideology now, I'd say since probably 2015. I've always had tendencies of I'll do it myself, or, being a go getter. But I say around 2015 was when I really wanted to take maximum control of my situation and my goals. And since 2015, I have done amazing things personally in my life. What's up, Stacey? Big shout outs to you first in the chat room. How are you doing today? Good morning or afternoon. Big shout outs to the African superstar family. Unpopular Opinions Live. Nobody's coming to save you guys. So you got to save yourself. What I see, for instance, here on this social media is I see a lot of young people. Okay. It's obvious to me that they have a lot of deficits, they have voids, they're insecure, and obviously as a young person, you may have a lot of doubts about yourself because you haven't really fully ascertained the world yet. And they get out here and they have false expectations about what it's going to be like. I've seen countless of these YouTube stars, TikTok stars, early 20s. These people have lots of, fame online. They've got viral videos, they're making a lot of money, whatever. But on the other side, they're lonely and they don't have friends. And their love life's not what they want it to be like. So they commit suicide. because they're looking for something outside of themselves, guys. And I'm basically making this video just to promote you guys to use your intelligence and your tenacity to address your specific problems in your life. If we look at the issue of race and racism that a lot of us deal with in the Western situation, people have been begging for inclusivity for centuries now. People have been begging to be acknowledged. People have been begging for equality. People have been begging for, equal rights and safety and protection, and, for prejudices to be put aside. At the end of the day, if that energy would have been channeled into, what, we need to redirect this to another direction. you know and obviously there have been people here and there. There have been movements here and there where people are like, okay, well, let's do this, but it wasn't enough momentum to get it off the ground. Because at the end of the day, if you want something done right, you got to do it yourself. Nobody has the interest in your life, okay, your prospects, your exploits, the way that you do. Now, my homegirl Stacy, she's here. She's representing also in Ghana. She has a catering service called Something for the Holidays, where she caters events, and she also does food, delivery and whatnot like that. Now, I am a patron of Something for the Holidays. I've been to an event that she put on. I've ordered, meals to my house. And I love the business. I think it's brilliant, which is why I always talk about it when I on the occasions. However, the way that I like Stacy's business is not the way that Stacy likes Stacy's business. For Stacy, her business is her bread and butter. You know what I mean? She's got 3 beautiful children, a husband, she's got a family, she's got dreams and aspirations. For her, her building, her business is so important. And even though I love it, and even though I patronize on occasion, that can't make up the hedge. We've got to understand, guys, that our specific journey is our specific journey. Nobody's coming to save you. And I think when we get that expectation out, that other people are supposed to care, and other people are supposed to step up, and other people are supposed to support and do all this stuff, in as much that that's true, we've been taught about this golden rule. We've been taught you reap what you sow, and that karma and the universe and all of that stuff. And some of that stuff may come into play, but at the end of the day, the person who really, really, really needs to be front and center driving at your goals, the person who needs to have the deepest interest in your affairs, needs to be you. Nobody can fill that void. Nobody can fill that void. And I just wish sometimes I had an opportunity to talk to these young people that are clearly struggling. You have these people that come out. There was one recently that passed away, a YouTuber called Real Talk Raven. I believe that's her name, from down south in America. And this girl, she's a fitness guru. She's a motivational speaker. She had her own fitness brand. She was doing all this kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, they found her with a self-inflicted bullet wound to the head. Now, we want to say, obviously, when things happen, it's being categorized always as mental illness. I think that some of it is unrealistic expectations. Okay, because in reality, there's a phrase. Big shout outs to those of you in the room. We have over 10 of you, so let's get some crowd participation. If you've ever heard this statement, let me see a number one. It's lonely at the top. If you've ever heard that phrase, let me see a number one. It's lonely at the top. Okay, another illustration I want to give is obviously the pyramid. I talk about the pyramids a lot. I visited the pyramids in Egypt, But it's a great analogy because if you ever see the Great Pyramid, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. The base of the pyramid is huge. It goes on for miles and miles and miles. Okay. The pinnacle is all by itself. There's one pinnacle to that massive, huge pyramid. People got to understand that as you escalate in life, okay, as you acquire more things, knowledge or belongings, that will alienate you from the masses. Okay, that means a scaling back. A lot of us have even gone through it. Close family members, friends, you know what I mean? All of a sudden, they find out you're engaged or getting married, and now they're acting funny. You just got a promotion at the job. Now they acting funny. You know, your website just launched. You moved to Africa. You did the things that you said you were going to do. And now they're acting funny. That is a shedding away of people that shouldn't be in your corner. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. What's up, Patricia, Sarah C, Mind, Body, Soul TV? What's up, family? Make sure you hit the likes. Unpopular Opinions Live. Save yourself. Don't wait on anybody else to do it. Be your best friend. Be your number one fan. You know, be that person who's in your corner that you can always trust. When you begin to escalate and people start moving around, you know, they start acting funny and they start distancing themselves from you or whatnot. It's not a bad thing. It's better for them to be away from you than be in your proximity, plotting against you, being jealous, wishing you ill will. Second trivia question. Big shout outs to the family. Make sure you like the stream if you're feeling this topic and this content, please. I bet. We've all heard of these other stories, okay? If you resonate with the second point, let me see a number 2 of the person who got poisoned by their best friend or their spouse, the person who was murdered by their spouse, the person who was, plotted against, set up. Okay? This is the alternative. When you have people that you've probably outgrown, that are in your proximity that are very dangerous. Nobody's going to save you guys. And I just keep seeing that there's this expectation that people got to do for you. And people owe you. And people need to do this and that. And when you keep selflessly doing things for them, you're secretly wanting something back. And when you don't get it, you are disappointed. Big shout outs, family. This is a good point. Everything is politics. Says, all that said, we should also advocate for meaningful community connections. We can't keep doing life alone. That's very true. But when it comes to relationship advice, I always say that you should engage in reciprocal relationships. And if you are to engage in reciprocal relationships, you will not find yourself in these situations that we're talking about now, because you'll be able to determine early in the game, okay, you know what, Stacy's not cool. Stacy don't got my back. Mind, Body, and Soul TV, she's all right to chill with when I got a little money and I'm buying the drinks or I'm buying the pizza, but as soon as I'm broke, she's nowhere to be found. Every time I go out with Sarah C, now this is all hypothetical. Sarah C sends me lots of donations. Anytime I go out with Sarah C, she don't never have her wallet. She don't never have her debit card. You're able to determine right then and there where that person stands, and you can determine if or not you want to be involved in that relationship. I mentioned the family member who I'm currently living with here in the UK. Her name is Eunice, and short is Nunu. That's my pet name for her. And when I first met Nunu, obviously, anybody who's met me in person knows I'm a very skeptical person when I meet new people. Any person that meets me knows I'm a bit reserved and hesitant because I'm scoping you out. Basically, I'm scoping you out, and I'm watching things and I'm doing things. The very first thing that I noticed about Eunice was how extremely helpful she is. She's extremely, extremely helpful. Okay. She's official and she does the things that she says she's going to do. You know, one of the first things she did was reach out to me on Instagram and said, "Hey, I noticed you've been going back and forth to the UK. I can help you with this and that," and provided me some connections, provided me, this and that. I asked her a couple questions. She got the information back to me. And, I came and visited with her a few times and I saw that consistency in her. I saw that consistency in her, the hospitality in her, and I was able to ascertain this woman is a good woman. You know, she's willing to do things and look out for me, and I'm also willing to do things and look out for her. And that's what I'm telling you guys. Basically, too often we see people put themselves out on a limb for people that would not do the same, you know? And unfortunately, a lot of ladies, they're trying to put these men to a test. Well, does he really love me? And if he knows I'm in trouble, will he come to my rescue? I think 95% of the time when you get to that point and you're asking those questions, you already know the answer about whether or not that person has your back. You already know the answer, you know, and the answer is often no, because your intuition is not wrong. Your intuition is telling you, the situation doesn't look promising, but you in your own mind is saying, no, 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 it's not like that. She's not like that. He's not like that. That's my best friend. That's my sister. That's my brother. No, no, no. They would never do that to me. We go way back. You know what I mean? Big shout outs to families in the building. What's up, Matrell on a mission? I see you, family. And Queenie, hi. What's up? What's up? What's up? This is it. This is all. You know, if you are requiring reciprocity, you're going to find out where people stand right then and there. And when people start acting up because you expect reciprocity, red flag, red flag. Why would somebody be upset because you have your standards in place? Why? Why would somebody be upset because you require reciprocity? That's a red sign, guys. Because people that are willing to give reciprocity, they don't have any problems. If for instance somebody says to let's see who's here. Big shout outs, ATM Tim. I see you there. Good morning. Hi, family. Unpopular Opinions live. Save yourself. Nobody's coming to save you. Now, again, I always do preface that there will be people that come along your path that are really, really helpful, that are really genuine, that are sincere. Few, not lots, but few. And to those, always acknowledge them, always take good care of them. Also, always, it's not for you to be a hermit. It's not at all for you to do that and just shun everyone. It's just for you to understand how to determine quality in certain individuals and not be offended when other people do not meet the mark. I certainly would not have connected with so many of the good members of the African superstar family if I were not pursuing my goals, if I were not investing everything that I have into making my dreams a reality. These people would not come along my path. If I were just sitting at home and waiting for it to happen, waiting for my viral video, waiting for the big donation from my YouTube, waiting for this, waiting for that. Well, one day I'm going to get discovered and one day this is going to happen. It will not happen. I'm only getting support from various individuals because I'm en route. Big shout outs to the African superstar family. I see you there today. Everything is politics. As That's why I say meaningful, which is healthy, reciprocal. We're social creatures. Survival literally depends on it. So folks that are living in perpetual state of harm isn't wise. I totally agree. You know, I totally agree. Um, it's a matter of quality over quantity, though, and it's also a matter of expectations, because what's happening is, for instance, these young people that we're seeing on social media, they're amassing wealth and they're getting to certain stages in life, and they have an expectation of what life is supposed to look like at those levels. And because life is not mirroring what they think something's wrong. They're unhappy, they're dissatisfied, they're just like their life is terrible. I mean, realistically, I mean, let's be real. If you get a viral video on YouTube and you make $100,000 overnight, or you make $100,000 in a year when you were making like 15,000, that's something to celebrate. Now the money has opened doors for you to do new things and have new experiences. But what you're seeing is these people are not able to grasp, wow, I'm in a bit of privilege now. They're still stuck at the level of, well, why don't people like me? I don't have any friends. I don't have a boyfriend. Holla. At that point, you can have a personal assistant. Hello. To travel the world with you, do your bidding. Big shout outs to the family. I got skepticism all day. So, disclaimer to the family. If you meet me and I seem a bit reserved, don't feel no type of way. That's how I am. That's how I am. I don't roll with a lot of people. The people that are around me are high quality and I love them to death. But getting close to me it's not an easy fate. Any of my girlfriends will tell you that. Any of my girlfriends will tell you that access to me is limited, because I'm trying to prevent these sob stories of getting snakes in your inner circle, and even in some cases requiring reciprocal doesn't necessarily weed them out, because the smarter people are, they understand, okay, I got to gain their trust and things like this. Like if you watch a spy movie or like an undercover movie, this is something that they do. These are tactics. you know I might just be a little bit more skeptical than the average Joe, but I'm trying to prevent a sob story from happening. Big shout outs to Matrell on a mission. Thank you so much, sweetie. She says, I think when you're a good person, you try to find the good in others. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's dangerous sometimes, Matrone on a mission. I know you're such a sweetheart. Matrone on a mission is such a sweetheart. And unfortunately, sometimes we get taken advantage of because we're automatically just giving that dignity out. And we're automatically giving out generosity. We're automatically giving people access. And these people are siphoning our resources and they're not in a position, nor do they have a desire to give it back. And I watch a lot of crime stories and I probably shouldn't, but I do. I can't help it, you know? And, there's this reoccurring theme of the over generous, understanding, loving, person who is just like taking this, so to speak, dysfunctional person into their life, and with the expectation that as I pour into them, they will be a better person. They will understand that I love them and they will respect my generosity. And when they get in a position, they're going to reciprocate it. No. Sometimes that generosity even makes people resent you. Instead of them saying, wow, Matrell on a mission just sent me this, $10 super chat for 5 on it. They're like, who does she think she is that she can just send me money? She's actually insulting me on this live stream, sending me $10. You see what I'm saying? Some people are twisted. You think you're doing a good deed and it's genuine coming from your heart, but they're twisting it. They also suck your energy. They do. They do. Yes, that too. Jarena Star says, I've blamed a lot of people that only want to be nosy when things are good for you. Obviously, a lot of this stuff. And at the end of the day, guys, many of you guys have raised such good points. Thanks for the family and everybody in the chat room. Big shout outs to Matron on a Mission on that super chat. All my moderators and all my members only. Yes. At the end of the day, all I'm trying to do is help you guys be more comprehensive and sound to navigate this very, very complex situation that we're in. Okay. Appreciate the good things that happen to you. Cherish those good people that are next to you, but don't expect it. Don't expect it from the masses. Do not. Go out into the world with your potential, your drive, and know that perhaps, if you're in the right place at the right time, people are going to come along your path and assist you get there. No man's an island. You can't do everything alone, but you've got to be, you can't expect it, because that expectation is creating great, great depression in people and disappointment. Okay, because they have made it in life to this and that. They've got the education, they've made the money, they've done this, they've done that, they got the big house, they're world travel, and now they're like, okay, I'm waiting for the next thing, and it's not coming through, and then they get upset, and then it's depression, then it's mental illness, then it's suicide. And the crazy thing is, the people that you're trying to attract their attention, they won't care even when you take it to that level. Now you have done suicide, you're gone, your life story is finished, and they still don't care. They burped and moved on. Maybe they're even benefiting somehow from you not being there. So just enjoy your life, guys. Be wise. Try to make good decisions and put all your effort into yourself. You should be able to bet on yourself. You should be able to say, you know what, I know there's a lot of things happening externally, but I know that I can rise to the occasion. I know I can put in the effort to get it done. And you will never be sorry with that mentality. I'm telling you guys, you will never be sorry with, I'm going to just attempt it on my own. I'm just going to go ahead and try to handle it. I'm just go ahead and pursue my goals. You'll never be sorry. But what you will be sorry is you didn't. You waited, you procrastinated, you never achieved. You missed this opportunity. One of these popular, I'm going to end with this. Big shout out to African Superstar family. One of the popular TikTok videos that's out there is, today's price is not tomorrow's price. It's a very actual and factual statement. And what that means is, do it today, right now, if you can, because today's price is not tomorrow's price. Those of you guys living on the continent, especially Ghana, you know what that is. The CD has been depreciating steadily for over a month now. And today's price is literally not tomorrow's price. 10 years ago, you could buy land in Accra, East Legon for like £1,000. You could get a plot that's now high demand. Okay. In other words, you will never be sorry about doing today what needs to be done today. You will never, ever, ever. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. We had a really good turnout today. Thanks again, Matron Mission, for your super chat. And thanks everybody for watching. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe our channel. I have a brand new freestyle coming out at 3,000 subscribers, or on November 1st, which is the 3-year anniversary of my website, theafricansuperstar.com. So if you've never checked out theafricansuperstar.com, it's scrolling across the bottom of your screen. Go head over, check out the website. But we're going to be introducing new products on that day, as well as the freestyle whatnot. Okay. So until we meet again, stay black and true. If you ain't black, just stay true.